Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and tarot to communicate energies to you, the viewer. Today we'll be taking a look at the connection on your mind and the future state, what will be changing. Now this is as energy is sitting today, so certainly energy does fluctuate and could change, but this is just picking up a snapshot in time with energy. So please do take the messages that are resonating and leave the rest behind. And we will take a look at current state, just so you know you've picked the right reading to listen to. And then we'll take a look at future state. So we have three options to choose from today. Option number one is this beautiful paperweight. Option number two is this beautiful paperweight. And option number three is this beautiful paperweight. All right, so the options will be time-stamped in the description box and in the pinned comment. So feel free to pause the video, and whichever pile you are, paperweight you're intuitively guided towards, then select that one, and I will see you at your pick. Hello, beautiful pile number one. If you pick this blue paperweight right here, then pile number one, this is your reading. Now, before we get into the main reading, which is looking at the future state of the connection on your mind, we will be taking a look at the current state and how you guys are showing up, anything in the subconscious, and kind of the result of energy as it sits today. And then we'll take a look at future state. So we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message here for beautiful pile number one in regards to current state of this connection for pile number one and their person. Thank you so much, pile number one, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. I'm so blessed. All right, so we had one card, got Justice, and I will be leaving cards as they come out unless I'm told otherwise. So we have the Tower. So this is your energy as you're showing up. This is blended energies, and then this is your person's energy on the right. Now feel free to switch the two if you're resonating more with one side over the other. So this is how you guys are showing up. This is the subconscious on your side, on your person's side. And current energies. All right. So hopefully you guys can see all this. Just move these up. Okay, so let me just pick up on the energy here. Okay, so I will be referencing you on the left. And like I said, feel free to crisscross the energies if you're resonating more with the right. But I feel like you're showing up, you're being very reactionary based on what has transpired up until now. I feel like there's been a shift in this connection in which you've been inclined to change how you've been showing up. I feel like there's been, or you feel as though there's been a sense of imbalance here when it comes to this connection. Potentially you've been acting in one way and presenting in one way, and then have realized that maybe you were either overgiving or showing up in a way that wasn't being reciprocated, or something has happened here for you to shift how you've been showing up in this connection. Okay, so I feel like you are fairly removed and detached from this connection. blended energies, we have this Three of Cups, which can talk about reconciliation, third parties, could talk about an overindulgence of partying, or somebody not taking the connection too seriously, and maybe the other person taking it more seriously than the other. Okay. And I feel like your person over here is showing up as this Emperor energy here. And I mean, the Emperor energy is divine masculine energy, but I feel like this energy's been focused on something, which we'll see in the subconscious when we read those cards, but has been distracted from this connection. And I feel like with the blindfold here and this Two of Swords, this energy has been non-engaging in a way that is showing up in a balanced way, or like how you would expect to for a connection to be a give and take. I feel like there's almost an arrogance here and a purposeful choosing not to take a look or not to act in this connection. Okay, and I feel like the Tower that you experienced here, because it is in reverse, I feel like it's already happened. You've already experienced a situation in which wasn't very pleasant here, and I feel like it could have very well been your level of dedication, your level of seriousness and commitment. And I feel like this energy possibly showed up in a lighter type energy and could have very well been entertaining other people, other situations, other priorities. Okay, not necessarily people as in romantic partners, could very well be, but I feel like this person hasn't made the choice to choose this connection here. Now, I see in the subconscious here for you, the Six of Cups and the Judgment card. And I feel like there is this realization to what it is that you truly want in a connection that's going to make you truly happy. And I feel like there's this realization that potentially this connection might not be the one that you had hoped and that you had wanted to work out. This could be the soulmate card. Okay, this is definitely it's a deep sense of longing and memories and love and sharing. And I feel like with this in reverse, these two cards could certainly talk about reconciliation. I feel like you have this, you're working on letting go of this connection being what you had thought that it was. And you're working on trying to release memories of this person subconsciously. You're trying to release and let go of your expectations of something that didn't quite pan out. But yet I feel like there is a emphasis here on a reconciliation that potentially you were waiting for, waiting on. Okay, and then in your person's subconscious here, I feel like there's an emphasis here on this Ten of Pentacles being stability and building a legacy. And I feel like with this in reverse, this person here, this divine masculine energy that I'm feeling, is really trying to shift their energy in building stability here for themselves, but also is blocking any sort of stability for future potential. So families, and I feel like this person is, again, I'm getting that kind of arrogant feeling. I feel like they're wanting things to shift, but I feel like they're also getting in their own way and blocking this beautiful Ten of Pentacles. They're not quite seeing as well, but in their subconscious there is this shift of energy. There is something that they feel they're destined to do right now to build on their stability, but it's blocked. So I feel they're distracted and trying to sort through what this looks like. And here with the outcome card I see here, this is the Page of Cups. This is communication around love. This is having the optimism and the potential of making something happen here when it comes to emotions and love and sharing. So I feel like this sounds like a connection that never really got taken off the ground. I feel like this is something that is potentially on pause. I feel like this person is distracted based on something they feel they need to do here, and they're getting in their own way. And I feel like your energy here, if you're resonating with this side, something has happened to make you realize or recognize the imbalance, the injustice in this connection, though you're working on letting go. And there is a heavy emphasis on you potentially keeping the door open here for reconciliation and future conversations as far as what this can look like go forward. Okay, so if this sounds like the current energy of your connection, let's take a look at the future state as energy is sitting. So if things were to continue going down the same way that they have been going, we'll ask Spirit for the future state of this connection for beautiful pile number 1. What can you expect? All right. Future state for pile number 1, Spirit. What can they expect? All right. So we have the Judgment in reverse again. We have the King of Cups in reverse. Shared energy, we have the World in reverse. Your person's energy, we have the 8 of Wands, and we have the Page of Cups. All right. In the subconscious for you, we have the 7 of Swords in reverse. We will take the ones that flipped here. So we have the 4 of Cups and the Hermit in reverse, and the 5 of Pentacles, okay, in reverse. And for your person, we have the 2 of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant. And now let's pull one card here for an outcome. I got 2 coming out, the 8 of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands, okay, in reverse as well. So what I'm really seeing here, because again, future energies, this is a snapshot. Okay, so as far as we're seeing, there is going to be, this isn't over. With the World in reverse here, there's something that needs to fully close out. Okay, a cycle needs to fully close out. It is in reverse here. So I feel like you guys are gearing up to come together in order to close out a cycle in this connection. I feel like whatever was in your subconscious there with the Judgment in reverse that needs to have a realization, I feel like it does trickle up to the surface. You are more aware of what's going on in your subconscious, and I feel like there is this part of you that is blocking out connecting on a heart level, on an emotional level here, because of the fact that you've experienced pain, and you've experienced maybe this person not really showing up in a way that was fulfilling. Okay, and I feel like you have here in your subconscious area and future state, there is this looking back at this situation as something that kind of didn't treat you right. There is a sense of needing an apology here. You're not interested in emotionally investing and engaging in this situation. And I feel like you've done all the internal work in reviewing how you felt. And I feel like you pull away here. emotionally from engaging, and I feel like there is this wanting to come out of your state of low confidence or feeling out in the cold or having this much impact on how you feel based on a connection. You're trying to break free out of this state. Whereas I feel like this person over here, this divine masculine we were picking up, there is a breakthrough here, okay? There is a desire to communicate and movement towards having a conversation. Both of these talk about communication. And I feel like the communication is the potential in revisiting this emotional offering here. Okay, so it's interesting because as you're pulling away here, I feel like this person is wanting to take a look at discussing what this looks like. And I feel like with the subconscious cards here coming up, this Two of Wands, this is someone contemplating their future, non-action, but really contemplating which way to go. With this in reverse, I feel like this person has made up their mind in which way they want to be dedicated to, and they want to make movement towards. And the Hierophant talks about higher level commitments and way of life, and as you see, these stairs are ascending. So I feel like this person is wanting to have a conversation based on what they've decided here with this Two of Wands in moving forward, okay, to ascend towards taking a look at what they can emotionally offer in this connection. Now, together with this Eight of Cups in reverse, I feel like there's still an energy here of needing to fully part with what is emotionally not satisfying. And I feel like for both of you guys, it is kind of, it seems to me like this person, okay, if this is your energy, is focusing now on the past situation, how they've been hurt. They're focused on not wanting to get hurt, needing an apology, coming to terms with dealing with opening up and how they've been treated here. So I feel like they're kind of still focused on in that energy. And this person here, I feel, has shifted from non-action to action. But I feel like emotionally, I still feel like this person is not quite sure what it is that they're really fully wanting as far as for their own desire, for their own future. They're still hesitant. I feel like they're still emotionally not quite sure, but I feel like there is this desire to have the beginning conversations about the future and what this could look like. So yeah, I feel like there is still a level here of wanting to act right away and move forward, because I feel like there might be a sense of loss of losing this person here, and there definitely needs to be closure. Okay, but I feel like there is a sense of hanging on to this connection on both sides with this Eight of Cups, and potentially hanging on to, I feel like it's the negative aspect or a cycle here that wasn't quite working. It hasn't quite fully finished its cycle yet. Okay, so let's ask for advice, because I feel like the situation kind of turns, but I feel like there hasn't been, or the progress here isn't something that looks like it's going to be completely resolved here, just a shift in energy. So Spirit, can we get some advice for beautiful pile number 1? What advice do they need to hear right now? Okay, so we have the Justice, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Magician. Okay, so we were seeing initially you opened up with this Justice card. So I do feel like that was your energy on the left. I feel like there is this strong sense of you wanting to bring balance to this connection before you can have an emotional new beginning. And Spirit is suggesting that unless this energy shows up in a balanced way here, and certainly if you're owed an apology, you know, then definitely an apology will be forthcoming. But to really focus on bringing in what it is that you want in order to have this emotional new beginning and bring balance to your life. Okay, so there's going to be a point, I think, where this person is going to maybe be in a page energy where it is not quite enough for you to call balanced. And Spirit wants you to hold out in emotionally giving until you are completely comfortable with the level of balance here, with the give and take in this situation, for you to have an emotional new beginning. But the key emphasis here is bringing in your own emotional happiness and manifesting that towards you, whether it be within this connection or not. But yeah, heavy emphasis on this person still kind of being in that page energy and then deciding or having some sort of quick movement towards you based on maybe them feeling like you've moved on, or yeah, making a decision based on them looking at the future. And I feel like the shoe doesn't quite fall because they're still in that Eight of Cups energy and reverse, which is indicating something they need to emotionally let go of fully. So that is your advice from Spirit. All right, so hopefully that resonated for you guys. Beautiful pile number 1. I will see you guys soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile number 2. If you pick this beautiful paperweight, then pile number 2, this is your reading. Now we will be taking a look at the future state of this connection, okay, the connection on your mind. But before we get into the future state of energies, we'll take a look at current energies. Not ready yet, Spirit. Current energies in this connection. Oh, saw one flipped over. We have the High Priestess. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll give it a good shuffle. If that wants to come out, it will. But we'll take a look at the current state of energies in this connection, how you guys are showing up, the subconscious, and then the overall feeling here. So Spirit, quick and concise for beautiful pile number 2. And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy. So blessed and grateful. Thank you. All right, so I will reference your energy on this. Ooh, wow, flying on the left. So this is how you're showing up here. Currently, we have the 9 of Cups and we have the 5 of Wands. And then shared energies here, we have the Queen of Wands in the middle. And then your person's energy. And like I said, feel free to cross the 2 if you're resonating more with the other side. We have the 9 of Wands. Spirit saying to turn them over. And I'm feeling these 3. We have the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the 5 of Cups in reverse. I'll leave that there. Okay. And then subconscious. We have the Knight of Swords, reverse, Spirit said, okay. And the 10 of Pentacles. And the subconscious for your person. Subconscious energies, we have the Strength. And we have the High Priestess coming out. Okay, you guys might be resonating with this left side, but we'll see. And then overall energies coming out, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, 2 queens here. All right, so some of you guys might resonate with the third party energy here, okay? But let's get into the reading. So I see you showing up here as somebody who is really wanting to have their fulfillment, their joy, what makes them happy, what makes them satisfied here. And I feel like there is a heavy sense of conflict and having to compete. So very well could be a third party is in a person here that's interfering in this connection with this Queen of Wands. Okay. And I feel like the 9 of Wands talks about somebody who is guarded, somebody who has a wall up. And I feel like Yeah, I feel like for those of you guys who I feel heavy, this person, this side, is the one who is potentially in a third party connection with somebody else and wants their, I was going to say their cake and eat it too, but they want to be happy, but they are conflicted here, okay? And they're conflicted. And this person has a wall up and is guarded because there's a strong desire here of wanting to work together and collaborate, but yeah, and offer love with this Knight of Cups and come out of a state of feeling sad and depressed or looking back on a situation that they wish things would have been different here. Okay, again, this is giving me heavy third party type energy. So I do feel like this side is definitely showing up more guarded, but there was, and they're guarded, but there is a desire here to want to work together. But I don't feel like this is fully coming out because of the situation at hand here. Okay, and I feel like there's a heavy desire between both of you guys here with this Queen of Wands. This is a very strong, passionate connection. Now, in the subconscious for this person here, we have this Knight of Swords in reverse and this Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like this person is looking at a situation in which they were able to build their stability or their family legacy here, but I feel like there is this in the subconscious, there's this look at a situation that they've potentially built up that is something they're not quite sure how to go to battle to maintain. And I feel like there's a lot of energy around how to fight for this stability, and they're not quite sure that they're able to do that. So it's impacting, I think, how they're showing up here, because there is this heavy conflict and there is, you know, a desire to keep this stability. And this person with this Nine of Cups, this is getting one's wish and being emotionally fulfilled. So I feel like there is a desire to have emotional fulfillment, but also to keep some sense of stability here. And I feel like with the Knight of Swords reverse could certainly be blocked in the ability of moving forward. Okay, wanting to charge forward, but being blocked. And I feel like this Queen of Pentacles could very well be your energy here, but there's this, again, heavy emphasis on building stability and having this level of commitment, and this is mother energy, and this is solid, stable, very reliable type energy. So I feel like there is this desire to come to this sort of an energy here between the two of you guys. Now in this subconscious, we do see the high priestess and the strength card. So I feel like it's taking a lot of willpower, it's taking a lot of strength in order to maintain any sort of connection here, because I feel like this wall is up for a reason, and it's taking a lot of courage to understand the situation in which this person is in. And there's also a high sense of knowing here with this high priestess. And I almost feel like this person is kind of on pause in such a way, but there's a heavy emphasis and desire on becoming more solidified and stable in this connection, while this energy tends to be one that's trying to sort through. Okay, so this is what I feel for current energies. Let's take a look at future states and see what changes, what shifts here. All right, Spirit, thank you for that clear and concise message for beautiful pile number 2. Now, future state energies is just based on how energies is sitting today. Certainly, you are in control of your own destiny. This is just following the energy as it is sitting. So just take what resonates here. This is a collective reading, so not everything is going to resonate 100%. All right. So we have the King of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, and shared energies, we have this Two of Wands. And then this person, we have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Temperance. All right, so subconscious here for person on the left, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Swords. Spirit was saying to leave that one in reverse. Okay. And the subconscious for the right, we have the Page of Swords. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. And then outcome, again, the Queen of Pentacles in the same spot. Yeah. So I feel like this is pretty positive. Okay, so let's start with this person on the left-hand side. So as energy said, if in the future, the changes in this connection, I feel like there is this focus more on bringing in emotional fulfillment and understanding and this emotional maturity that happens here. And I feel like there is this sense of equality when it comes to investing, receiving, and giving love. I feel like there is this balanced approach. There's a generosity here. Okay, how this person's showing up, I feel like this person is really focused and inspired to contribute and bring balance as well. But I feel like there's a heavy emphasis on personal and self-healing. I feel like there's definitely still attraction here within this connection, and I feel like there is this going to be this choice. Okay, and I feel like the decision is on both sides whether to come together and actually make a go of it. But I feel like both parties are wanting to contribute, and there's a heavy emphasis on needing to actively make the choice to choose this connection. Now in the subconscious, we see this Seven of Pentacles, which is, you know, putting in energy and effort and planting seeds and then waiting for things to grow and harvest. So I feel like there is there's this sense of, with the Seven of Swords coming out, and Spirit was saying to leave it in reverse, I feel like there's almost a sense of leaving behind a selfish type energy that this person might have been more in. And I feel like they're actually wanting to become a little bit more honest when it comes to how they're showing up and putting in the hard work and the effort in order to balance things out a little bit more than they have been in the past. And I feel like they're also wanting this beautiful energy here with this Queen of Pentacles, this committed, solid, reliable, stable energy. Okay. And I feel like the subconscious for this person here with this Ten of Pentacles, this is, again, building that family legacy. This is very stable. This is a very solid future. And now we've got this Page of Swords, which is talking about communication. And I feel like there's a real communication here around, you know, in the subconscious, there needs to be a real communication around, okay, what does this family legacy look like? What does the future stability of this connection really look like here? And there is this wanting to embrace and talk about what stability means, what the future potential means. And yeah, and then I feel like there is this choice to be made here with the Two of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of desire here as well. So let's take a look at advice here for you guys. Spirit, can we get advice here for beautiful pile number 2? Ooh, we dropped cards. I'm just going to pick that up. I dropped way too many, so I won't read those, but if they want to come out, they can. We'll ask Spirit for clear and concise advice here for beautiful pile number 2. What advice does Spirit have? All right, so we have the King of Swords. And we have the Four of Wands. And one more card, Spirit. All right, we have the Hangman. Okay. So Spirit is emphasizing here in the center with this Four of Wands. This is unity. This is coming together. This is stability. This is celebrations, marriage. I feel like there is a heavy emphasis on this connection definitely being something that can work, okay, because we're seeing the Temperance and the Six of Pentacles and this equality. This talks about being equal as well, okay, but I feel like there is this emphasis on not only is it now an emotional thing where one's led by their emotions and making a decision based on that, but I feel like there is this emphasis on understanding and knowing that there is a way to come together here in an intelligent way that allows there to be a more balanced build and a balanced stability. Okay, we were seeing 10 of Pentacles on this side. We saw 10 of Pentacles. I feel like there's a heavy emphasis on what does stability look like and planting that, but when it comes to working together, and I feel like there is this Spirit saying to get clear and understand and to know what it is that will bring this about, removing emotions. And I feel like the Hangman can talk about having a enlightened perspective. Okay, this is someone taking a look from a different perspective and coming to an understanding based on seeing things differently. And I feel like the seeing things differently is removing emotions and really taking a look at the future choice, the future Two of Wands we were seeing, and making a decision on how to come together to build this stability, how to be successful, how to celebrate each other. Yeah, I feel like this is a very positive energy here, and the advice really is you guys being able to see clearly and being able to take a look at what's really abundant here in this situation, you know, aside from just emotions or feelings. Yeah, I feel like that's beautiful energy. All right, so hopefully this resonated for you guys. Pile number 2. If it did, leave a like, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you pick this beautiful paperweight right here, then pile number 3, this is your reading. We will be taking a look at the connection on your mind and the current state, and then we'll be taking a look at the future state of the connection. Now, energy does fluctuate, so energies could shift. This is just a snapshot in time, how energy is sitting, if things were to continue going the way they are. So if you're not resonating with the current state, then future state most likely will not be your reading, okay? Just take what resonates. This is a collective reading, and if you're not resonating with the first bit, then feel free to pick another pile. Now, you could be resonating with either left or right, but I'll be referring to you as the left, and the other person will be on the right. Now, taking a look at how you're showing up here. Crisscross the energies if you must. Okay, I'm going to leave the cards as they come out. We have the Star in reverse, and we have the Emperor in reverse. And we have the Six of Pentacles, this shared energy here. And the other person is showing up as the Five of Wands in reverse and the Devil. All right. Subconscious energies. We have Judgment in reverse. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, and then subconscious energies here. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse, and we have the Hangman. And then overall energy here, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So you can, like I said, either be connecting with or resonating with left or right, but I'll reference you as this left side. So I feel like there is this desire here, a very strong desire to make things happen and bring balance and a connection here. Okay, but I feel like this person here is kind of losing hope, and I feel like the hope is in their own ability to move forward in this connection, because I feel like things have been very, very slow with this Knight of Pentacles. This person has been fairly in their ego and potentially not really stepping up to bring in balance. Okay, and yeah, again, I'm going to reference this to be your energy. I feel like there's almost losing hope that things will transpire, and I feel like there's a need to have a full awakening in regards to how you can show up and how you can go after getting what it is that you want, and feeling fully healed in order to embrace and allow the situation to flow. Because right now I feel like there's a lot of blocks here. Okay, so this is Aquarius energy, this is Aries energy, but I feel like there's an emphasis here on a give and take, and I feel like there's a desire here to do so, but I don't feel like there is. I feel like this is blocked energy and showing up, and I feel like this energy over here has been fairly conflicted with this Five of Wands, internal conflict, but also conflicted in trying to release this situation and parts of this connection that are potentially toxic. But I feel like this person has recently dropped their defenses in fighting this connection and being defensive. Okay, and I feel like they have a new perspective here on the connection. In their subconscious here, there is this new perspective that they understand on a new level of approach, that having defenses and being defensive is not going to help a situation, but they also feel like they don't control the situation, so they feel like really held back. They feel like they're being held back. They can't really control the situation, so there is no nothing they can really do at this time, but there is a desire to have an equal, balanced partnership here. Okay, and I feel like with this outcome card being the King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like the biggest challenge in this connection, what I'm picking up, is the need to stabilize and ground this connection and bring commitment and solidify. This is father energy. This is commitment. This is stable, unwavering dedication. Okay, and I mean, the Knight of Pentacles is unwavering dedication, but I feel like the Knight of Pentacles moves very, very, very slow. So I feel like this person does not want to give up, but they're losing hope in themselves and how they can show up here. And this person has understood this to be kind of a situation in which they're having a difficult time letting go of, but they're not wanting to be confrontational and be conflicted, and they're really having a new perspective on what this could mean for them. Okay, but yeah, there is an emphasis here on things not being as stable and as committed and as solid. It's pretty lopsided here, but I feel like this person potentially has restored balance in a way, because this person wasn't really able to balance these scales, the Six of Pentacles. So now this person isn't showing up to balance. So things I would say are fairly balanced now, and they're balanced because there is no commitment. There is no solidifying things here. Okay, so let's take a look at the future state of this connection and see what changes. And again, energy does shift, so just take what resonates here as far as how energies are sitting today. Spirit, can we take a look at future of this connection for beautiful pile number 3? How will things change? So we have the Page of Swords. And we have 7 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the 8 of Wands in reverse. And then in the subconscious, we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed and the 2 of Wands. And then in the subconscious over here for this person, we have, I'll take the ones that revealed themselves. I got the 2 of Cups and one more, Spirit. Got the Devil now in reverse, interesting. And then one card here is the outcome. We have the Page of Cups, and it is in reverse. Okay. So the change. Now this is future state. We don't know how far in the future this is showing, and this is just a snapshot of energy in future states. But what I'm feeling here is this person does finally get honest about where they've been giving up on this connection and not being very being able to put in energy and effort in a way that is taking commitment and effort and energy. And I feel like there's a desire to come out of that state, a desire to come out of the cold, a desire to turn things around and build on confidence here, because I feel like this person at one point had given up on themselves and potentially on this connection in some way, even though we were seeing that Knight of Pentacles. I feel like they were dedicated to the connection, but they were not sure how to invest, how to show up, how to put in energy. And I feel like there is this desire here with this Page of Swords to get honest about what that looks like, though it is still a page. Okay, so I feel like it's kind of the early stage of recognition here. I feel like this energy over here with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, this is like not wanting to work together, not wanting to step up and collaborate here. And I feel like that is stemming from, yeah, this is 8 of Wands in reverse, which is no movements, the opposite, it's going slow. I feel like this person is recognizing how they need to let go of the current state. Now we are talking future, but the current state in which this is happening until things shift in such a way that they're actually better, not just coming out of a state of feeling out in the cold. Because I feel like this person's experienced something that was very difficult to let go of here, and I feel like they're at a position now where they are intelligent enough to know when to step up, and at this point they're not really wanting to step up here. But there is a deep sense of love with this 2 of Cups. There's a wanting to have a give and take. So I feel like the love's still there. There's a need to keep the emotions here in a safe place in their subconscious, but showing up, there is this not working on things. There is this energy that's releasing any sort of toxicity, anything that was holding them back, anything that was not working. And they don't feel like this is quite at the stage where they're able to do this give and take, although they are feeling it. Okay, and yeah, and this Daughter of Cups is in reverse here, because I feel like the beginning stages of, you know, coming together here, or this offering of a cup of love, won't happen until there is further progress, I feel. And I feel like this person is potentially understanding where they don't want to fall in old cycles. And then this person's subconscious, we have this 6 of Pentacles, and it is in reverse, because like I mentioned, I feel like this person understands now and is really taking a look at, an honest look at where they haven't been balanced in this connection. And there's a choice to be made. Okay, with the Two of Wands, this is a decision. This is choosing, how do I bring balance? How do I do that? And I feel like there is a desire here to have a communication about what choice could look like in the future. But I feel like what's happening is maybe this person here gets a little bit tripped up, because I feel like this person is not showing up. I feel like this person is not showing up because there's been a very heavy sense of imbalance. And so this person starts to question whether there is, whether they do move forward and have this communication of sharing this love, because they don't want to be left out in the cold. They want to come out of that state. They don't want to be feeling sad. They don't want to be feeling left out. So it could very well be that this energy shifts so much that this one, gets stuck here in making a decision. But a decision does have to be made, and I feel like this person's potentially waiting on that in some way. Not really waiting because they've released, but I feel like if they were to show up, if they were to invest, if they were to move forward with the love that they're feeling and this give and take, this person definitely needs to make a decision and choose this connection. If they don't, this person's not going to engage here. And I feel like this person, this is a card of maybe even giving up before even getting going. And I feel like, with these two in reverse, there's this understanding that they're going to have to get clear about why they haven't been investing and how they want to invest in this future before they move forward and even make an offer here of love. Okay, but both parties want to come out of this state. And I feel like this one is certainly releasing any sort of devil energies where they were held back at some point. But deep sense of love here for sure. Okay, so, and we have Capricorn energy here. All right, so let's take a look at some advice and we will close out this reading. So Spirit, thank you so much for that beautiful message for pile number 3. Is there some advice we can share with beautiful pile number 3? Some advice for pile number 3. What should they do? So we have the 7 of Pentacles. And we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. And 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So these two are meaning two opposite things here. And what I think this is saying is, I feel like your energy was here on the right, okay? But if you're resonating with either side, I think this advice could be for either of you guys. I feel like there is this emphasis on putting in energy and being dedicated, okay? And results will follow. And I feel like if there is this giving up, this not really caring, of putting in energy, this trying to just haphazardly things fall where they may type energy, I feel like there is potentially a fallout of progression here. And I feel like this could be stemmed from emotionally feeling like one's not getting what it is that one wants. But in reverse, I feel like what Spirit is saying is, if you're wanting to get what it is that you're wanting, emotionally fulfilled, and a start at an emotional beginning here, there's a need to get out of your own way and start to embrace the opportunity to actually work towards, with dedication, bit by bit. So if you're on this side, it's like, do what it is that you can, but don't be focused on what's not working. Don't be focused on seeing what's not working, or like all this energy as something that is going to take a whole bunch of time in order to get the fruits of what you want. Because I feel like there is this emphasis on things working out great and having emotional fulfillment if one were to see the positive sides and just put in the dedication and the time needed. So I feel like potentially this person here might be, when they let go with that devil energy, they might not be investing any time and energy, and I feel like it could jeopardize this energy in the efforts that this energy is trying to put forward. So instead of keeping tabs or tit for tat, right, like the Four of Cups, this could be talking about even balance here, and it could be out of balance because when one shows up, the other one's not, and when one is showing up, the other one isn't. And I mean, certainly there needs to be finding balance, and I feel like the advice for the finding of balance is getting out of a state of seeing what's not working and embracing what it is that you guys are able to actually do in a tangible way when it comes to showing up, the effort, the energy, and the dedication in this connection to make things actually work as a team together. Okay, so that's what I have here for you guys. Beautiful pile number 3. I hope this helped, and I will see you soon. Bye.